It's Feel Good Friday with Dr. Phil 2. It's time to fill your Friday with something good. Come on together, let's shape a new start with clarity, confidence, and purpose. It's Feel Good Friday. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Feel Good Friday. Listen, this is our time to rise with confidence, with purpose, with conviction. And this is the day that we get to look back over the week and say, hey, listen, I feel good. It feels good. It feels good. And listen, we are having our first guest of Feel Good Friday right here in the place to be. I want to welcome Coach Tressa. How are you?
Hey, I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna have all kind of theme songs on this day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, I want to say thank you for the honor to allow me to be the first and wish you nothing but success. This right here is the start of a movement. Feel Good Friday. I like to play on words. And so I just want to say thank you for this opportunity and sharing me on your platform.
absolutely. And I met you because we are part of the Next Level Speakers Academy, the DMV. The DMV, for those who don't know about the DMV, it's not where you go to get your driver's license. We are in the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, and we are part of that group, Next Level Speakers Academy. And she is an awesome coach, speaker. I mean, the list goes on, but I want to feature her book today, Convicted to Grow. First, Coach Tressa, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got into this is speaking realm, and then we want to get straight up in the book. But let's talk about how you feel good about yourself. Tell me how you feel good about yourself.
Yes, well, it's been a journey. It's definitely been a journey. A little bit about myself, like you said, I am a motivational speaker, confidence coach, and a business strategy coach. My professional background got over 25 years. Woo, that's a long time, but okay. 25 years in a leadership corporate space, from HR, talent acquisition, and business development. I've always been a speaker, but in the last 3 years, I took it more seriously because I knew that was part of my calling. And it actually, when I went to the Next Level Speakers Conference in 2023, and ET said, some of y'all do not need to attend another conference. You just need to move the needle. And I felt convicted, right, that he was talking about,
Yes.
because I was like, all right, how many more conferences? I keep going to conference masterminds year after year after year after year. I used to speak, doing testimonies in the church, right? And of course, it wasn't a thing where I was getting paid because I was like, I'm doing it for the Lord, So I took it now more as, oh, this is a business. This is part of my business and my purpose. And so, yeah, there you have it. And then the confidence piece, as a coach, that shifted coming from my recruiting career days of, as a recruiter interviewing candidates and seeing they're not even confident, even manifesting they got the job. And I found myself telling them, like, look, you go in there already doubting yourself. No, we're going to speak life into this thing. Let's go ahead and manifest. And of course, in the corporate world, can't say too much of on the spiritual side, but those who got it, and they say yes. And so, and then they end up shifting over to the confidence side. And believe it or not, there's a lot of people that lack confidence. They lack clarity, but they lack confidence, because you can have all the strategies and things. I can tell you how to do this, do this, do this. But if you ain't confident in doing it, what we doing?
That's right. That's it. That's it. You got to be confident in all that you are doing on this. And wow, thank you. Just looked up her book to my reading list. Just hooked up somebody, one of our guests, just hooked your book up to the reading list. Come on, come on. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, confidence is something that you can grow into once you start to not get over your fear, but embrace your fear, right? And so we start to see that as we are learning to be coaches, as we are learning to speak, we are now learning to be confident in what we believe in and what we are going through. And so tell us about Convicted to Grow, the book. We know the concept. Now we're talking about confidence. We're talking about conviction. We're
Mhm.
talking about purpose here. Uh, when did you start writing this book? What was the process? And how do we get this book?
Yeah. So I'll sum it up because for time's sake, but and a lot of it's in the book. So, Convicted to Grow was birthed when I was in my lowest. And so, a little bit about me. In 2022, I was at the height of my career. I was the president of talent acquisition, making a lot of money, and was working for a small company in government contracting. Um, and a lot of times when you're in a small company, you wear multiple hats. So I was doing business development, recruiting, HR, training. And I still to say I was getting burnt out. And I don't know about you guys, but when you're burnt out, you're not motivated. In fact, you're irritated, frustrated, agitated, and aggravated. Okay. And
Mm-mm-mm.
so
Come on.
therefore, for me, I could not be my best self. Um, and I felt like in that moment, God was telling me at the time, it's okay to shift and pivot. And a lot of times, here's the thing about sometimes it's okay to let go. That job at the time was no longer serving me where I need to be. I started taking a health decline, anxiety was creeping in, me working late nights, weight gain was creeping in. And so I made a shift and pivot. I went all in and made a leap of faith. And it was scary. And making that leap of faith, I did it. I said, I'm going to do my own coaching and consulting. And right after I left, the next week my grandmother had passed away.
Mm.
She was older, she was in her 90s. A month later, my uncle passed away in his sleep unexpectedly.
Wow.
And then 3.5 months from that, on November the 8th, 2022, my fiance passed away from a heart attack unexpectedly. I had to witness that, and it triggered me to a place of numbness, and that affected me the most because here's the thing, I was on this ride of entrepreneur journey, and his passing put me in this place of grief. I already dealt with burnout. I already had the grief of my other two family members, and then his passing. Now the depression is creeping in, the anxiety is creeping in. I found myself even at the place of numbing myself, self-medicating myself. Look, drinking a bottle of wine every day just to cope. I went through 10 months of weekly therapy. Shout out to my therapist, Dr. Robin, but I went through 10 months of weekly therapy with her. And I remember that was November the 8th, 2022. Fast forward, so I'm in the season of isolation. I shut people out, but here's also the thing too. I've learned quickly that when you are going through something, you'll find out real quickly who your friends are and who's supposed to be there for you. Because when you're always the giver and pouring into people, they expect that. But when the shoe is on the other foot, and when you are on your lower lows, they no one's checking in. So fast forward to March of 2023, I decided to, God was saying, okay, I need you to make another pivot. What's the pivot, God? What we doing? He said, you need to leave this house. Because right now, this is where this man passed away. And so I made the trip to leaving Virginia, moved to Maryland, starting over, rebuilding. I wasn't confident in even with the speaking or the coaching, but I knew that was a part. Fast forward, we're now March 2023, May of 2023, right before I turned 45, y'all. And he passed away at 52, but right before I turned 45, I was in the low of lows. And I remember this so vividly. I was on a Saturday. I just cried out. I said, God, what is next for me? I don't know what's next. I feel so isolated. What is next? You have show me, because like every time I kept going to God with the prayer of why me, why me, when is it my turn, when is this, I had to shift that to say show me how, show me how I can navigate to being the best version of myself again, show me how I can smile again, show me what I need to do. And when I tell you in that moment, conviction, it was just like loud as clear, convicted. Because here's the thing about this book. This book was originally was going to be called Empowered to Elevate. I had
Wow.
got the domain name and everything, and it was in a stall season. And I say that to say, because I want to encourage your listeners out there. Sometimes we'll have the vision, we'll have an idea on something that we're ready to birth, but I don't want you to get frustrated when it's not birth yet. It takes some time. And if you are a prayer warrior and you're faithful and you're a believer, it's the reason. So the prior year when I was going to do Empower to Elevate, same thing with the podcast, it was in a standstill. And I felt like I had to go through all these things, right, to get that convicted moment 2 weeks before my birthday. And
Mm.
when I wrote down convicted to grow, I immediately got the domain name. I was like, okay, God, what we doing? And what he was telling me is, you're going to be the product of this. You're going to do
Wow.
it afraid. You're going to do it messy. You're going to do it even in your low of lows. I
Come on.
wasn't healed when I started writing the book. And here's another thing. That same day, right? Because he just told y'all we came from we're in the same community. That same day, I'm scrolling on Facebook or I forgot where it was, maybe Instagram, and ET. So I'm a part of ET's Game Changer Speaker Program
Yeah.
years ago. I didn't move the needle, y'all. That day, it was a sponsored ad, and ET was talking about, I'm gonna be in Atlanta. You know, what up, what up, what up, what up. So he's gonna be in Atlanta at the
Yeah.
next level conference. I didn't know Jeremy, I didn't know Ink at the time, but I did know ET. And I know if ET's name is on it, oh, it's about to
Yeah.
be powerful.
That's right.
So made the investment and I went to the conference. Here, a lot of people don't know this, but when I went to that conference, that was my first time really leaving out my house to be around people since the grief moment of his passing.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I went down there, I'm smiling, but behind the makeup, behind the weave, I was depressed. I was sad. I literally was just not, I'm still trying to figure out my life. So when he said, move the needle, I came back because that was June of 2023. I came back, y'all, and that's okay. I'm gonna take this thing serious. So let me go to irs.gov, get the EIN and all these things. And so the Convicted to Grow has been a 2-year process. The reason why it just got birthed this year because I was still in the season of rebuilding.
Come
Um,
on.
and here's the thing, too. I would say this, and I don't know who needs to hear this:
Mm-hmm.
growth over perfection. I could have got
Mm.
the book out last year,
Yeah.
but a lot of times, especially with our entrepreneurs, we want everything perfected. Everything got to
Yeah.
be perfected. No,
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. Life is too short. Time waits for no one. Tomorrow is not promised. There are so many people that leave this world, leave this earthly realm with $1 million ideas that
Yeah.
never get birth,
Wow.
ever, ever. So I said, okay, let me just go ahead and do this. And so what helped me birthing this, two things was I put a date on it. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to encourage you guys, listen, put a date on it.
Come on.
Y'all need to give birth that idea. Maybe it is a book. Maybe it is a YouTube channel. Maybe it's a podcast. Maybe it's a clothing line or a nonprofit. You have an idea that you've been wanting to birth for so long. And yes, here's the thing: we're not perfect. We're perfect in his image, but we're not perfect when it comes to trying to uh the logo gotta be right, this gotta be right. Just start it.
Yeah.
Grow as you go. So and I'll digress a little bit in case you want to ask questions because I can keep going and I can keep
Oh,
going.
no, no, no. Listen, this is all about Convicted to Grow. But I do understand about just getting started because, getting started with my platform is just all about like, man, let me keep plugging away. Let me, and I just posted today for Feel Good Friday. It's not making, it's not about making it perfect. It's about making progress, right? So it's not just about making it perfect, but making the progress. If you can see progress in your step, just get started.
Yeah.
Just get started and grow and continue to build on something.
Yeah.
So tell me, in the process of writing this book, you faced a lot of the triggers because you just told us about your testimony. You just told us about all that you went through. Tell us about some of the traumas, triggers, and how you had to deal with that in just writing the book.
Yeah, so like, even in the very first chapter, I take you guys back to the November the 8th date, right? And even writing that part and reading it out loud, it I visualized that night again. And I had a moment. And here's the thing about grief, um, people handle it differently. And I want to encourage somebody, never let nobody make you feel like you should be healed. You heal on your own accord, right? What does healing look like to you? For me speaking about it, the more and more I spoke about it. If you would have had me interviewing back in 2022 and 2023, I probably would have been here and trying to tell you a story crying. Seriously. And so I put the reps in. And so what's crazy is that obedience births faith. It's not crazy, right? But obedience births faith. I posted this yesterday. The obedience of me leaving my job prior to going through all this. Because here's the thing, we don't know the plans. We don't know what's in store. Had I known that I was going to be going through these series of losses and my partner leaving, I probably would have stayed at my job because I needed it. But when we were a unit, it was easy financially. Okay, yeah, I support you. Go ahead and do the daggone thing. Yeah. So I say all to say that going through the burnout, going through the grief, going through rebuilding, and really truly trying to promote my brand, my entrepreneurship journey, it was like I was the product of the product. And I'm still building to this day. And so how I handle it as far as eating triggers of things, I had to stay prayed up, staying prayed up, and the continuous talk with God. Like, y'all, I say that publicly, right? It was me continually talking to God and saying, God, I surrender. I surrender. I surrender all. Like you know the plans. And here's another thing as I was writing this book, because here's the thing about the enemy. He'll attack your mind first.
Yeah.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but he will attack your mind first. And he started attacking my mind, making me doubt even releasing it. Like, because here's the thing. Oh, I really want to put my business out there. Do I really want to put my business out there?
Yeah.
And what God was telling me, don't you cheat on your gift.
Come on.
Your gift, your purpose, your vision is bigger than your zip code.
Wow. Yes.
You've been called to do this.
Yes.
I wouldn't have gave you and wouldn't put more on you than you can bear. I know the plans. I give you the ability to produce wealth, and wealth is more than money. It's the wealth of knowledge, the wealth of resilience, being able to withstand the things that I've been through. Mm-hmm. It might have broke me, and I had to also tell myself it wasn't an isolation season, because I used to say I was in isolation. God said no, it was a separation season.
Come on.
So what I had to do was I had to separate you from old friends, the ones that wasn't there for you. I had to show you firsthand that what I'm about to do inside of you is a new thing, new mindset, new goals, new habits. This year, I've been on this intermittent fasting journey since February 17th, and I've dropped 30 pounds. The discipline, and that has helped me, because here's the thing, the discipline is necessary to anything that you're trying to achieve, whether it's losing weight, whether it's trying to write a book, whether it's trying to create content. If you don't have the discipline and the consistency, by the way, those are two powerful things, and as well as accountability. And if you can't hold yourself accountable, get you a accountability partner. That's right. I had people checking in on me. I was in a community. Shout out to Nikki Saunders in the Lions behavior community. Yeah. We were doing the challenge. She pushed me. She said, "Come on, coach. When we get the book out, what's going on? What's up? What's up? What's popping?" Right. She's like, "When we get the book." I said, and this was back in March. And I said, June 25th, 25th. I said 6/25. I put a date.
Come on.
Go.
Yes.
This week, y'all. This week, the book got released. I had pre-orders. We did 62 pre-orders. I wanted to do that because, again, getting the buzz out before it got on Amazon. And so, yeah, so here we are. But I will say this book is in 4 parts. And so this is a self-help book. It's part my story, but each chapter have actionable strategies and takeaways from it. So I want you to think you're getting like guidance and coaching in the book. So it's definitely inspirational, my story, but it's also embedded with actionable strategies. And the first thing I tell people before you read this book, you go get you a Convicted to Grow notebook, because you're going to be taking notes. You're going to have reflection moments. You're going to make a commitment to yourself. And so I'm super excited what God got for me in this. And so, yeah. And this is my first interview since the book release.
Wow. Come on now. I feel good about that. I feel
Yeah.
good about that. That is awesome. Listen, everybody, Convicted to Grow. Now, where can we get this book? Where can we go and get it?
Yes. So if you would like, if you would like a signed copy by me, go to convictedtogrow.com. If you go to convictedtogrow.com, it breaks down what's inside the book, what to expect. You also get exclusive bonuses. You will get a downloadable confidence affirmations in there that I send out. You'll get on my monthly newsletter that I send out to my Convicted to Grow family. We also have a private CTG, I call it CCG, but Convicted to Grow Circle community, where it's a community of entrepreneurs, leaders, professionals. We have Power Hour Tuesdays where we do strategy sessions where people pick my brain, and I'm holding them accountable because I know what that means and feel like trying to launch something, trying to grow, and you have no support and you don't have nobody that you can lean on. Because sometimes you have to step outside your comfort zone and get around people, like-minded people, that's on that same journey, that same path that you on. So convictedtogrow.com if you want a signed copy. If you don't care about that, you can also go on to Amazon. It's on Amazon, it's on Barnes and Noble, and you can get it from there, and it won't be signed, and I won't get to see your email address to get you over to getting on my newsletter. So it's totally up to you guys how you want to do it. And if you do get it from the website, just know it goes out. You get a confirmation. And so, yeah, I'm super excited. We're still selling. And this is just the start of many. My goal is to continue to build this brand. Here's another thing about obedience births favor. And I think I said to you on my call, I've had 21 speaking engagements since dealing with the grief and all this stuff. Wow. So I've had people contact me and say, "Hey, can you come in and talk to our organization about rebuilding your confidence? Talk about resilience." So I didn't even have the book, and I was talking. So I want to encourage you guys. You have a story, you have a message. Don't cheat on your gift. Don't cheat on your purpose. This is time. This is the time to do it now.
Come on. Yes. I love it. I love it. Well, as we are talking about, we want everybody to go to the website. We just want you to go to the website, because I have to go and get my autographed copy. I need to make sure that I get mine autographed and sent to me. So everybody go to the website. Also, you can go to this website and contact her. So if you want her to speak for any of your events, if you want to invite her to your conference, whoever, you go to this website and you can contact her right here, everybody, because we want to make sure we get this message out to the world. Convicted to Grow. And that comes with confidence. That comes with conviction. And that conviction now builds the confidence, right? And it builds that accountability, because if you're convicted about something, you want to be held accountable for it.
Yeah. And I would say this about confidence. Here's the thing about confidence. We can have it and we'll lose it, and I say confidence is a muscle. Just think about when you go to the gym and you're lifting weights for the first time and you it hurts. Yeah. But you got to build it over time. And it's the small steps, it's the small wins. The more you continue to do something, I say you think about the little engine that could. And if you old school, y'all remember that little story, the nursery rhyme, the little engine that could going up the hill, talking about, I think I can, I think I can, yes. I think I can. I want you to start training your mind to say, I think I can, I think I can, to the point where I know I can, I know I can. So affirmations was another key. I used to get up in the morning, and I still do, but even when I didn't see it, I would say to myself, I am beautiful. I am healthy. I am healed. I got what it takes to win. I am more than a conqueror. I am naturally dynamic. I am purpose driven. I am confident in my career and in my business. I am a multimillionaire. Time just ain't caught up with me yet.
That's right. Come on now. It has to be caught up with. Well, listen,
Yes.
before we go, and I want to thank you for being my first guest here on Feel
Thank you.
Good Friday. Uh, we want to feel good about something. What can we feel good about today? Today, what do you feel good about, and what can somebody here feel good about?
Whew. I say this. Feel good that you woke up this morning. Feel good about that. Somebody didn't wake up today. We take this thing life for granted, right? Um, every day that you wake up, it's a day of gratitude. It's a day of giving thanks. It's a day of loving yourself. Love yourself to know that you are worthy, you are valuable. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do and achieve. Don't you give up. And as I always say, even on my podcast, as I end it out, like life is a journey, of course. Life to some is short, but life is also priceless. As while you here on God's green earth, you recognize who you are. Step into your potential. Tell yourself you got what it takes to win. Get connected with the right people. God will bring the right resources to you. And yeah, the best is yet to come. But you got to believe that the best is yet to come.
Hey, I feel good about that. I feel good about that. Yes, 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 indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, thank you so much. We've got some great commentary on our Instagram Live. Later on, we'll have this posted to our Facebook, Shaping Your New Start Facebook page. So join us at Dr. Phil 2, Shaping Your New Start. If you have not followed us on Facebook, we're also on LinkedIn. We're also on Instagram. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram. And we're also on YouTube. You can go to Dr. Phil to Shaping Your New Start. So we're looking forward to this. Every Friday, we'll have something Feel Good Friday, something to feel good about on a Friday. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Oh, make
thank you,
sure
everybody.
real
Mhm.
quick. Let me
Yeah,
put my plug in. Make sure you guys follow me too on IG, TikTok at Coach Tressa. I do go live. I'm actually going live today on YouTube. YouTube is Convicted to Grow. So if you want my follow my podcast and my channel, go to Convicted to Grow on YouTube. But for my IG and TikTok, follow me at Coach Tressa, and I will give you guys a follow back.
yes, yes, yes. Follow her right there, everybody. Make sure you support, make sure you get this book, and it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. I thank you so much. You have been an awesome guest. Listen, we want you to feel good about something today, everybody. And we want you to feel good about your conviction, convicted to grow. Build that confidence, build that resilience, build everything to get to your goal. Final words, Coach Tressa. Final words. Give us some one more final word.
Okay, I'll give you this. I'm gonna give y'all a quick acronym. And I want y'all to write this down. If you got to hit pause and go back from the replay, matter of fact, make sure y'all put hashtag replay gang so we know you came from the replay. Okay.
That's right.
So I want you to write this down. I want you to tell yourself you are famous. You are famous. 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 F. Stay focused on your goals and your dreams. Where the focus go, the energy flow. A, accept and acknowledge change to grow. You can't expect results if there's no change. You won't change, but you keep doing the same thing. M, make strategic but sometimes solid moves. Everybody don't need to know your next move. To make your next move be your best move, as ET would say, right? O, operate in your gifts. You are gifted for a reason. Don't you cheat on it. Operate it. You understand you have a purpose. You have a purpose to finish what you started. You have a purpose to go out here and show the world who you are, the man, the woman you've been called to be. And S, strive, continue to strive to be a better version of yourself until you become the best version of yourself.
I love it. I love it. Listen, we have it right up there. We have it right up there. We've got people repeating it in the chat. You are famous. Come on now. Come
Yes.
on.
Come on, Nettie.
Yes, yes. That's my wife supporting right here.
Yes. Come on, Nettie.
Wow.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I feel good for real. I feel good. And I want to tell you this. I pray that everything that you are creating, that it 10x. A year from now, it may not, you might like when you're starting out, sometimes you question yourself, like, you sure I'm supposed to be doing this? And here's the thing. I tell people, don't go by the likes and the comments and the shares, go by the impact. If God has given you a word or given you an idea, launch that thing. As he give you vision, he's also going to give you provision. So watch a year from now. Just watch how we're going to have sponsors, right? We're going to have sponsors on the Feel Good Friday. You better stop playing. Stop
That's
playing.
right. Come
So,
on now.
yes. So
Listen.
congratulations.
Thank
Big
you. Thank
deal.
you.
Big deal.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody. Listen, appreciate you. Listen, feel good today. It's Feel Good Friday. We're with Coach Tressa, Convicted to Grow. Go get that book and feel good today. Thank you, everybody, for watching on Instagram. Once again, it'll be on replay on YouTube and also our Facebook channels. So, wow. Thank you to our Instagram family.
Thank you.
Hey, listen. God bless you, everybody. It's Feel Good Friday with Dr. Phil 2. It's time to fill your Friday with something good. Come on together, let's shape a new start with clarity, confidence, and purpose. It's Feel Good Friday.